Hello everybody, my name is nuttycivicsi, and today we're going to be doing something a lot different. It's going to be a top 10, actually a top 11, because today we're going to be counting down the top 11 worst to best Call of Duty games. So no, there's not only 11 Call of Duty games, but there is only 11 like main Call of Duty games that everyone plays, not counting Modern Warfare Remastered. Which means I'm not going to be counting Call of Duty 1, 2, or 3, or any of the extra games that are in between. Like, I think there's one called, like, The New Frontier, Black Ops Declassified, stuff like that. Just the originals. So, and just a disclaimer before this, if you get a little salty about this, there's no need, because, I mean, it's just my opinion. If you don't get mad because your favorite Call of Duty isn't high up on the list, okay? Some of these actually like kind of lead away from my opinion, because I did count everything, even if like I love the game. I counted like everything. So I mean, it's kind of my opinion, kind of not at the same time, but mostly my opinion. So I mean, like if you, yeah, I mean, come on, everyone has their own opinion. Don't get mad over it. But anyway, let's just get right into it. So at number 11 we have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. What a surprise, right? If you love Infinite Warfare, good for you. Honestly, I like it. I mean, it's not that bad of a game, but it definitely is the worst Call of Duty. The only thing that's like amazing about it is the campaign. The campaign is absolutely amazing. If you have Infinite Warfare and has not played the campaign, play the campaign. It is amazing. Multiplayer, like, the thing about multiplayer was it felt really unfinished. And like, it kind of just felt like a spin-off of Black Ops 3 in a way, because it worked like exactly the same. So like, I don't know, it felt like the same game, just with different weapons. Really, it just felt unfinished. And then the zombies mode was like, some people liked it, I didn't. Like, it just was so far off the source material that Treyarch made that like it just wasn't that great. Like, obviously they can't make it exactly the same, but they made it just so far away. They didn't add interesting characters. It wasn't really my thing. But yeah, anyways, that's all I gotta say about that game. If you love it, good for you, but a lot of people hate it. So at number 10 we got Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah, this used to be the worst Call of Duty, but not really in my head, to be honest. I kind of like Ghosts. The multiplayer is where it's lacking. Like, it's just, I don't know, I find the multiplayer a little boring. Like, the thing really good about the multiplayer is it added Infected, which is such a good game mode. It's really fun. I think it's the first game that had Infected. Might be wrong, actually, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it's the first game that had Infected. So yeah, but the campaign was like really good. Campaign, it had like that cliffhanger. Spoiler alert, I'm not gonna say what happened, but yeah, it had like a cliffhanger, and it was like, it was big, and we're probably never gonna see that again, because Ghost 2 probably ain't gonna happen. If it does, though, honestly, I'd be pretty excited. But the thing that really brought it down for me was Extinction. Extinction was so bad. Extinction was awful. I hated Extinction. It is so not fun. I just cannot have fun in Extinction. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's like, oh, they're gonna try their own zombies thing. No, it's so awful. It's like one of the worst secondary game modes in a game I've ever played. That's why it's up there. But the multiplayer and stuff were a little better than Infinite Warfare, which is why that it wasn't there. It wasn't like number 11. But anyways, we're gonna move right on to number 9, which is Modern Warfare 3. So yeah, this might make a lot of people mad, because Modern Warfare 3 is like, it's a good game, but I definitely found it the worst out of all the Modern Warfare games. I don't know why. I just found it, I don't know. The story was like, the campaign was obviously really good. I mean, all the Modern Warfare campaigns are really good. But the multiplayer, it just felt like too similar to Modern Warfare 2. It wasn't really that much different. And the special ops, I mean, the special ops is fun, but it's just like, some people like it, some people don't. I don't know. I liked it kind of. I didn't really play it a whole lot, though. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this game. It's just like, it was just like a matter of fact of picking the worst out of the Modern Warfare trilogy, and it was Modern Warfare 3. I don't know. I just think it was the worst out of them all. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree with me, but maybe some people can't. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. That's really just there because I had to pick something out of the Modern Warfare trilogy, which was hard to do, to be honest. But anyway, we're gonna move on to number 8, which is gonna be Advanced Warfare. This kind of hurts me to put it this high or low on the list, I guess, because really Advanced Warfare is a really good game. I loved Advanced Warfare. Like, it wasn't a whole lot bad with it, but when it comes down to it, it is up there with some of the worst, because there is a lot better Call of Duties now. But yeah, the campaign, once again, amazing. Campaigns are just like, they're good. Yeah, I can only think of a few Call of Duties that had bad campaigns. But anyway, Advanced Warfare had like a really good campaign. It was like such a solid campaign. Kevin Spacey, which was in it, what's cool. He's actually going through some stuff right now that he's not like everyone's favorite person in the world, but it's okay. He was really cool. Excuse me. The multiplayer was fun. The only thing that really like brought multiplayer down for me was the bunny hopping thing, like the exo jumps, and it was the first Call of Duty to bring that into Call of Duty, which was like, yeah, wasn't too great. But yeah, that's the thing that really brought it down for me, I think, just that mechanic, because I didn't like it. The weapon choice, great, maps, most of them were amazing, yeah. But oh, and it added supply drops, forgot about that. Oh jeez. And the exo zombies, there was only like one. Pretty sure there was only like one bad map, like Burger Town. That was the only bad map I find. I actually haven't really played them, but I've watched a lot of gameplay on them, so I kind of know how they work. And Burger Town's the only one that I see a lot of people complaining about, and just doesn't look fun. So yeah, but other than that. Oh, and yeah, the Exo survival. I forgot that was even a thing. That's pretty fun. That's kind of like Special Ops, but Exo, which is, it's pretty fun. Just something added in. I don't know. I think a lot of people didn't like it, actually, but I liked it, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say with that game. Now we're going to move on to number 7, which is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Oh my goodness, the original. I'm surprised this isn't higher on the list, but there's a lot of better games. Now there's just a lot of better games now, so you know, this is a game that made Call of Duty like big. This is a game that they put like full potential in. This is the game they put full efforts in. Like, this is the game that made it really big. This is the game that brought all the attention to it. Campaign, one of the most amazing campaigns I've ever played. The campaign is so good. The story is amazing. Your character doesn't even talk, and it's still such a good campaign. Then the multiplayer, oh my god, the multiplayer that is so fun. It's just back when it was so simple. I wasn't even like, I'm 15 years old, I wasn't even there for that, but I played the remastered, and I can just see why everyone loved it. It's so fun. It's like one of the best multiplayers I've ever, it's definitely up there with the best multiplayers. It's so fun. And I just can't. That's the only two things in the game, and the reason it's number 7 is, I think I said it already, there is just a lot of better games now, which kind of sucks, because it's like, you know, that's the game that made it really big, but it sadly is true that there is a lot of better games now, like a lot of better Call of Duty. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. It's number 7, but man, it is such a good game. Anyway, to number 6, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Definitely the best out of the Modern Warfare, and pretty much just because of the campaign and multiplayer. Yeah, Special Ops is fun, but once again, it's kind of a thing that you either like it or hate it. I mean, I like it. I played it sometimes, not really though. But man, oh, the campaign, so good. Such a good campaign. Oh my god, all the characters and stuff. Man, it was just such a good campaign. Oh, it was so fun. But like, oh, and Shepard, how you kill? Oh my goodness, I can't. It's like such a good campaign. All the guns in the multiplayer that are like still so popular, like the Scar, the UMP, the ACR, the Intervention. Oh my goodness. Like, who can forget the Intervention? Such an amazing sniper rifle. But yeah, that's just, it's such a good game. But now we're gonna get into the really good games, because we're at the top 5. And in the number 5 spot, we have Call of Duty Black Ops. Oh my god. This Call of Duty really is like, it's really up there for me, because this was the first Call of Duty I ever played. This was the one that, like, this is how I got introduced into this gaming world, pretty much. And I still remember the first time I played it. It was actually at a friend's house. It's the first time I played it, and oh my goodness, it's just so fun to go back and play that game. Like, the campaign, one of the best campaigns ever. It had such like a plot twist and all that. Definitely one of the best campaigns. It was so good. Like, oh my god, one of the better Treyarch campaigns for sure. But oh man, yeah, it was such a good campaign. And then the multiplayer, I didn't even really play it a whole lot because I wasn't really that good at the multiplayer back then. I wasn't that good. So I'm still not really that great, but you know, I'm better now. I can actually get kills. So yeah, I didn't really play the multiplayer a whole lot. So like, I played combat training and stuff though, so I mean, I did get to experience it a little bit with bots and crap, but not exactly the same. And I also played a little bit of zombies, but I didn't really play a whole lot of zombies. I wasn't that great at it, and I just didn't really like it, to be honest. Boy, things change in the future. But yeah, that game, oh my god, it was so good, and it's definitely up there for me just because it was the first Call of Duty I ever played. I remember I was in grade 3, 8 years old, played it, like 9 or 8, played it. It was such a good time. Like, it's such a good game. But anyways, moving on to the number 4 spot, which is of course Call of Duty World at War. Oh my god, this was also a game that I didn't really get to play, like when multiplayer was up and stuff, which is such a shame because oh my god, the multiplayer is so fun. Like, if you can find a non-hacked lobby, it is such a fun multiplayer. It's so good. Campaign, honestly, I found it a little boring. Like, I know probably a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but I just found it like a little bit on the boring side. I don't know. I don't really know. I just found it a little bit on that side. I found Modern Warfare's campaign was like way better. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I guess that's just my opinion. But the number one reason why this game is so high on the list, can anyone guess? It's pretty obvious. It's zombies. This was the first Call of Duty game to have Nazi zombies in it. Or now we call it Call of Duty Zombies, but back then it was called Nazi Zombies. And oh my god, I wasn't even there for the start of Zombies, but it's so fun. It's still today. It's like some of the best zombies maps are in that game. Dr. Unknown, Varrock, Shinonuma, Derice, all of those maps I love to play. I'm so glad they're all in Black Ops 3 now because they're so fun to even play in that game. But oh my goodness, I can't stop even thinking about all those zombies maps. They're so good. And now there's mod support on it too on PC. Not really going to talk about all the mods because that's kind of delving away from just the game, but it is worth it to say that like the modding community for that game is amazing, and it's starting to get on Black Ops 3 now, which is really cool too. But yeah, that's the reason that game's so high up on the list, because it's the game that brought us Call of Duty Zombies, and I love zombies. Anyone that's ever been to my channel knows that I absolutely adore zombies. It's like such a fun game mode. But anyways, let's move on to number 3, which is one of the most popular Call of Duties. Sometimes probably like the second most popular Call of Duty, maybe the first, I don't know. But anyway, it's of course Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And this game is such a good game. Like, everything's perfect in it, really. Almost everything's just perfect. Campaign, really fun. One of the best campaigns I've ever played. One of the number 1 reasons it's the best. One of the best anyway. It's not the best. Definitely one of the best though. Is just because of the choices. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like the things you do, like it changes the ending of the story, and that was amazing. That was like the first time Call of Duty's done that, I think, and it was awesome. And I think it's the only game that's done that actually, which is kind of weird. But it was awesome, like the big ending where you find out like the character lives. I'm not gonna say spoilers of the campaign, but there's a character that died, and then you find out he lived. And an ending, I guess that's kind of spoilery actually, but whatever. Probably everyone knows what happens anyway. But sorry if you don't. But then the multiplayer, such a balanced multiplayer, probably one of the most balanced multiplayer. It's not my favorite, I gotta be honest. Not my favorite multiplayer, but it's definitely up there. And then zombies. this game, like, this is the first game I started actually playing zombies. I started playing Town, and I just fell in love with the game mode so fast. This is the game that, like, made me fall in love with zombies, which is why it's so high, because it's something I have fun with doing and playing every single day. I love playing on YouTube. I love playing on my free time. It's something that's just so fun, something so challenging, something that just makes my brain work, because you really got to think while you're playing. And you got to think, this game had some of the best maps. Mob of the Dead, Buried even, that was such a good map. Like, Nuketown, that's such an underrated map. And of course, Origins, how can you forget that map? That's such an amazing map. That's 100% the best map I've ever played. That's the best zombies map ever. I remember I played with my 2 friends. We got to around like 45, but it was like a school night, so we had to go to bed. So that sucked. We had to end the round, but we got so far, and it was just so fun. And I just remember the time I put it on easy by accident. I don't even know if it was by accident. I think I just put it on easy. But we were gonna do the Easter egg, and apparently you can't do the Easter egg on easy. So we're getting all ready to do it, and then he finds out that my friend Logan, he finds out that we can't do it on easy. And then we were all mad and just sat there for like 15 more rounds just playing. It was one of the best zombies game I've ever had. It's one of the first times I've ever played that map, actually legitimately learned stuff about it. It was one of the best zombies game ever. And yeah, I just remember so much about that game, which is the bigger reason why it's up there so high. But 2 games did get in front of it, which kind of surprised me that this game got in front of it, but the number 1 game, I'm not surprised. But anyway, let's move on to number 2, which is quite obvious, Call of Duty World War II. Oh my god, this game is even more amazing than Black Ops 2. Everything in it is perfect, just like Black Ops 2. Everything in it is perfect. Okay, let's it's the most recent Call of Duty 2, which is like why I didn't think it would be that high, but it's such a just well-balanced game. The campaign, work of art. The campaign is, it could be a movie. It's so good. Like, the story is amazing. If you own World War II and did not play the campaign, I don't know who you are, or I don't care who you are, you need to play it. It is so good. It's like a World War II movie. It's amazing. And then the multiplayer, oh my god, I love the multiplayer so much. It's one of my favorite multiplayers I've ever played. It's so good. Like, the multiplayer is amazing. And then the Nazi zombies, that's like seems really promising. There's only 1 map now, technically 2 I guess, but there's only 1 map, and that seems really promising. That's like that's definitely the best non-Treyarch zombies ever. Like, it's so fun to play. Just, I've only played it by myself actually. I haven't done the Easter egg yet, but just even from playing that much, I've just known that it is like such a good zombies, and I cannot wait for more maps. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say about that game. Now it's time for the number 1 Call of Duty. Are you ready? It's pretty easy to guess what it is because, you know, it's the only one left. But yeah, at number 1, probably a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I think it's Call of Duty Black Ops 3. That game was just near perfect. Everything about it was just, it pretty much was perfect. The only thing that was bad, that really I thought it was not going to be number 1, even though it is my favorite Call of Duty, by the way, was the campaign. The campaign is dreadful. The campaign is terrible. The campaign is the worst thing about that game. It's the worst campaign I've ever played in a Call of Duty game. It was so confusing. It hardly linked with the other games. It was crazy. But let's talk about everything else. The multiplayer. Definitely, it was my favorite multiplayer by far, and it was one of the first multiplayers that actually went like tryhard and like actually did good in, so that kind of made it better for me too. And then all the supply drops, I mean, everyone's not the biggest fan of them. I kind of like them, but I only ever got, I think, 2 weapons, so yeah, not the luckiest thing in the world, but I've only ever got 2 weapons out of them, so that sucks. But yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, everything with multiplayer, I love it. Game modes, yeah, all that. But then let's talk about zombies. Holy crap, zombies. Oh my god, I love zombies. Let's just talk about every map, okay? For a second, not just a short thing. Shadows of Evil, extremely underrated map. I love that map so much. It is so fun. The Easter egg's fun. The Giant. awesome remaster. There's some people that aren't big fans of it, but it's just like it's a really good remaster. It looks really good. Yes, I wish they put some of the older weapons in there, but it was back when they didn't really have a lot of the older weapons, and at least they put the Wonderwaffe. You can't really blame them for not putting a Wonderwaffe in there. It wasn't the best version of the Wonderwaffe, sadly, but it was still the Wonderwaffe. I still used it when I got in the box. I still celebrated. I didn't care. And then let's see, Horizon Direct, one of the best zombies maps of all time. It's so good. So Setsubu no Shima. That's the only zombies map that wasn't the best. It was pretty bad, to be honest, but it was still like I could still get some fun of it. Out of it, not really though. Gorod Krovi, 100% the best zombies map in that game. Best zombies map in the game. I don't care what anyone says. That was the best zombies map in that game. You need to look at it. You need to look at every detail, and you will find that it is better than Horizon Direct. There's certain things that make it better than Horizon Direct. The Easter egg's awesome. Boss battle's awesome. You get to fight a freaking dragon and then old Nikolai in a mech. That's amazing. And then Revelations, honestly, like, not my favorite map, but it was still so fun. The reason it wasn't my favorite is because it lacked a lot of creativity, because it was only old maps. It was pretty much just old maps jumbled together in a big map. Like, the only part of creativity was the starting room, which is actually a really cool starting room. But yeah, and then Zombies Chronicles, all the older maps. There's Nocturne, Totem, Varrock, Shinonuma, Kino, Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon, and Origins, I think that's all of them. And all of those maps, fantastic. They did such a good job remastering them. Like, oh my god, Shinonuma is beautiful. Shangri-La is almost more beautiful. But all the maps look amazing. Like, they look so good. They're so fun to play. They added all the old weapons too, which is so cool. Not all of them, but most of the most popular ones, like the Galil, M16, all that. Thundergun, which is really cool. And then let's talk about the other modes, because there's actually other things in this game, which is why they make it better. Okay, which is why this is #1 for me. There's other things in this game that they added just for fun. There's the free run mode, which I'm not sure why we never got more maps, because it is extremely addicting. Pretty much it uses the advanced movement, like thrusters, wall jumping, and all that, and you gotta go through obstacle courses. There's only 4 maps, which kind of sucks, but all 4 of them are like really fun, and the last one is so challenging, not even funny. But and then what else? There's the Nightmares mode, which is pretty much Zombies campaign, which is like, sorry, I had to shut off the TV, which is like the normal campaign but with zombies, which is really cool. It wasn't like the most fun thing in the world, gotta be honest, but it still kind of went with the story, and it was pretty fun. Just, you know, another thing to do. And then there was the other thing, Dead Ops Arcade 2. That was so fun. That could have been sold as its own game for like $10 on the PlayStation Store. That game was so good. Like, it was so fun to play with friends. It was really, definitely better than the original Dead Ops Arcade. But yeah, and that's it. But I think it's the best Call of Duty game. Like, it's so balanced, it's beautiful looking, the weapon choice is great, the advanced movement is like definitely the best out of all the advanced movements in the games. Yeah, I think it's the best. A lot of people might not agree with me, but I honestly don't care. It's my favorite Call of Duty. I love it, and after all the points I give, hopefully a lot of people will agree, because I think it's true. I think it is the best Call of Duty they've ever made. But yeah, with that is going to be the entire video. Now I gotta edit this video, which is going to be a fun time, so I need to get gameplay for 11 games. Anyway, though, I will see you all in the next video. Hopefully you enjoy this video. I'm gonna work really hard on it. I mean, I haven't worked hard yet, but I'm gonna work really hard on it. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.